My name is Cassie Rainey, and I am a diamond with Plexus. I have been with the company for just over 5 years. And this is Christmas for me, you guys, because when Frazer Brookes announced that he was opening up opportunities for teams to get to have some special personalized training with him, I was like, yes, please. So I applied. And when I got the announcement, the email that he was coming to spend some time with us, I was like super, super excited, totally like Christmas. So Frazer is a second generation network marketer, and I'm sure he'll tell you a little bit about his journey. But his parents were in network marketing. They built an incredible business. And then he jumped into it when he was, I guess, how old were you, Frazer, when you started?
I was 22.
22. That's insane to me. That's amazing. And over 5 years, built an entire organization of 300,000 customers using social media. So he is a genius at social media. He wrote a best-selling book called I Dare You. And if you do not have this book, jump on and buy it today. It's called I Dare You, which is really his guide to using social media to build your business. He's going to talk a lot about that today. And then he's gone into this incredible world of speaking, consulting, and teaching, coaching people to transform their business and to take the entire industry, really, of network marketing into just a really character, integrity-filled momentum. So I love it. I'm so excited. He's going to talk a lot about how we can all take the next 90 days and transform our business. So, Frazer, I am super excited. Take it away.
And I'm so excited to be here with you guys as well. This is it's not something I take. Super grateful for all of your time. I value your time just as much as I value my own time. I am doing something with my cameras in a minute. So it might change and it might look a little bit weird. I've just moved to Dubai. I always wanted to kind of live in a different country. Oh, there we go. Do you guys see me? Is it like super, super white? Yes. There we go. You can see everything else that's going crazy on in my foreground here. Anyway, so yeah, my network marketing career started in 1987, but I wasn't born until 1988. So whenever I say that, people are always like, well, how does that work? How are you born in 1987, but you weren't born, you weren't born until 1988? That makes absolutely no sense to me. Well, my mum and dad, they were so broke they couldn't afford to pay attention. My dad had sold a business with my mom. He made about that much profit. And what he said he bought this house. It was a 5-bedroom, semi-detached. In the UK, it means like it was attached to another house. And it was one of these houses that if you leant against the wall, the whole house would fall down, right? So it was not the best house, but it was all that he could afford. So he gets into the house and he thinks, oh my days, like we have to do so much to this house, but we can't afford it. We've got no money. How are we going to survive? And mum was like, I don't care what we do. Like, and she was pregnant with me. Just figure it out. We'll be all right. So my dad comes up with this elaborate plan to live in the first bedroom and then rent the rooms out of bedroom number 2, 3, 4, and 5. In a week, the whole house was rented out. He then decided, I know what we'll do. We'll rent out the living room, the dining room, and 2 of the rooms in the basement. So by the end of 2 weeks, there was 14 strangers living in this house, my mum, my dad, and me in my mum's womb, right, in the spare bedroom. So one day my dad wakes up and he's kind of scratching his cloudy eyes as he wakes up. He goes towards the bathroom to go about his morning routine. He opens a door and one of the tenants, who is now my godfather, was on the toilet kind of being like, oh, get away, go. And my dad's in like, oh my God. And he walks down the stairs to use the downstairs bathroom and he has his enough is enough background, right? His enough is enough moment. Sorry, it's late here. His enough is enough moment. He thinks, right, but I've had enough. This is it. I'm sharing a bathroom. I've got a kid on the way. Like, I'm embarrassed. Anyway, he gets into the kitchen. The guy from upstairs, who's now my godfather, shouts down, can you bring the newspaper up, please? And my dad is just full of rage. He's full of rage. So the newspaper is open up on the kitchen table. He sees it and he's just about to scrunch it up, but he stops halfway because he sees a picture of an Aston Martin sports car. If you're able to use the comments, let me know by just saying, like, if you know what the Aston Martin sports car is. Being like English and British, James Bond, like James Bond drives the Aston Martin, if you know, right. So it looks pretty cool, right? And in the 80s, it was one of those that was like, oh, yes, give me one of them. James Bond drives it, I'll drive it. I wonder if it's got machine guns coming out of the bottom of it, right? So, and it says a picture of Aston Martin, and above it, it had 3 words, MLM, MLM, MLM. Now, we know MLM as network marketing, but back then in the 80s, my dad had no idea, and he goes, oh, MLM. I know what that means. Make love monthly. Make love monthly, make love monthly, make love monthly. I drive an Aston Martin, you can too, call me now. So my dad's like, oh, I'm in for this. All right, ring, 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 ring. Hello, who's speaking, please? Yeah, my name's Simon Brookes. Oh, cool, and why are you calling me? He said, oh, yeah, well, I found your newspaper advertisement about making love monthly and driving an Aston Martin. It's not make love monthly and driving an Aston Martin, it's multi-level marketing. He's like, what's that? Well, multi-level marketing is...
Oh my gosh, he talks so fast.
Dad, I speak super fast. And my dad is like, what? Like, what's this? This is crazy. So anyway, my dad got invited to an event on the 26th of October, 1987, which is a week today, will be 33 years ago, when I was in the room, in the womb, at my mum and dad's first ever presentation for network marketing. I remember it vividly because he was elbowing me in the head when people were walking across the stage, collecting bonus checks, and my dad was like, if they could do it, so could we. Julie, we're definitely going to be doing this. And I'm like, ow, 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 stop elbowing me, Dad. Right? So, mum and dad went on to make their millions. They made $10 million in a 10-year time frame, going from absolutely nothing to having everything they wanted in their life. And when I was 18 years old, I remember getting my birthday cake, and I love fruit cake. Like, if you give me a fruit cake and it has marzipan and icing on top, like, I'm all yours. Now, I know I shouldn't be eating that sort of stuff, and you guys have got some pretty cool products to be able to sort me out on that sort of stuff, but I flip and love it. Knife in my hand, blow out the candles, just about to cut through the cake. My dad says, stop. Get into the office. So I go into the office, I follow him into the office, and he sits me on the prospecting chair. Now, the prospecting chair had a set of books on the back 2 legs, so it leant forward. So if you sat on it, you would never lie down. You would always be sat forward like this. I thought that was pretty smart of him. And he goes on his whiteboard and he flips over the piece of paper and he draws a circle and writes the word you in the middle. And then he starts drawing these legs on it. And I'm thinking, Dad, stop. There's no way I'm doing this network marketing thing. He said, why not? You've seen the fortune, you've seen the fame, you've seen the friends, you've seen the family, you've seen the freedom, you've seen the fortune, you've seen everything. Why are you saying no, you weirdo? Like doing that scene on, for those of you, I always say, Shallow Hal, where he's like, cuckoo, right? My dad's thinking, you are a psychopath. And yes, I am borderline psycho. But I'm like, Dad, I've got a fear. And if any of you guys relate to any of these, just please let me know. Please let me know. I had the fear of rejection, the fear of failure, and the big one, the fear of, the fear of, oh my God, the fear of public, the fear of public speaking. Oh my days. If you told me back then, 10, 11 years ago, hey Frazer, in a year from now, I want you to do a public talk, I would literally have no sleep for 365 days. I was that petrified of it. You wouldn't believe it now. I've spoken on stage all over the world, being paid to speak in 32 different countries at the age of 32. It's bizarre. But back then, no thanks. So here's the first lesson I learned. People aren't saying no to you. They ain't saying no to you. They ain't saying no to the flipping awesome products. They ain't saying no to the company. They ain't saying no to the upline. They ain't saying no to the system. They're saying no to themselves. They're saying no to the idea of them doing it. They're saying no to the idea of them doing something different. And they're saying no to the idea of them living an exceptional life. They just are. They're not rejecting you or what you're doing. They're rejecting themselves. But they'll disguise it in a way to make it feel like it's you, to make them feel better. right? They just do, right? There's no coincidence that why me and why me sound so similar. Why me, 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 right? So here we go. I said to my dad, 4 years later, my dad followed up. Well, on that day, I got out the chair and I walked out the door. Just as I walked past the door frame, my dad shouted to me, Frazer. I said, yeah. He said, can I keep you updated on my progress? I said, yeah, whatever. And I kept on walking. That was him getting permission from me to follow up. You may have heard before, the fortune is in the follow-up. If you can get permission, it makes it even easier. So my dad followed up with me every 3 months for 4 years. And on the 16th attempt, I finally said yes. I bet there is almost no one. I bet there's less than 5 people on this call who have followed up with someone 16 times, right? But I put 300, 400,000 customers into his organization. It was worth it for him, right? If you don't ask, you don't get. So anyway, I'm sat there. I'm like, Dad, I'm going to do it. He said, what's changed? I said, social media. He was like, ha, social flipping media. My book, face space, whatever you want to call it. TikTok, ding dong. Don't go on ding dong's different kind of website, right? All these different things. I'm like, okay, yeah, Dad, I'm going to do it. He said, oh, okay, whatever. And what I want you to do is I want you to go upstairs and I want you to write your list of people. I said, okay, how many do I get? He said, aim for 200 people. The average person has about 200 people. I'm like, geez, that's a lot of people. I do not know that many people. So I go upstairs to my office, which was also known as my bedroom. It was the same thing. Laptop on lap on bed. That was my office. And I go in there and I start writing my list. And I have these 2 emotions when I am writing my list. The first emotion is, let's go. These people are going to make me rich. Oh, yes. I was red. I was so flipping red when I started network marketing. Oh, so red you wouldn't even believe. I was like, oh, show me the money. Come on. My nan's going to be a millionaire. My brother's going to be a millionaire. My nan's dog's going to be a millionaire. Oh, it's going to be great. My nan was 80 years old at the time. But hey, the second emotion was, hang on a minute. What happens if I tell my mate about it and he says it's a pyramid thing? And then he tells my other mates that it's a pyramid thing before I'm even able to talk to them about this thing. And I started getting so nervous. So I wrote my list. I had 137 names and numbers, went downstairs. My dad looked at it. He said, okay, go back up to your office, AKA bedroom, and contact 5 of those people. So I was like, all right, cool. What do I say? He said, just say what comes naturally. Invite them to watch this presentation. I was like, all right, cool. Went up. Call number 1, no. Second, no. Third, no. Fourth, no. Fifth, no. 5 no's in a row. I wasn't too happy about it, but I got out my chair, started taking 1 step down the staircase and realized I don't want to depress my dad. I want to impress my dad. I don't want to make him depressed. I want to make him impressed. So I thought, screw that. I am not going to walk down the stairs. I am going to go back into my office, AKA bedroom, and I'm going to make more calls. Number 6, no. 7, no. 8, no. 9, no, 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 no. 27 no's in a row, and I was flipping raging. I was fuming. The whole house was shaking through my rage of anger. Oh, I was going to quit so hard that it was going to knock my dad into next week. He hasn't seen anything like this before. No one's ever quit this bad on him ever before, but I'm his son, and he's made me do this thing. He's made me part with my hard-earned cash to get 27 flipping no's in a row. Oh. There was steam coming out my ears. I was bright red. The devil's horn was in me. And I started stamping down the staircase. I was fuming. I can't express to you how angry I was. The whole house was shaking with rage. The staircase was wooden. The house was wooden. Everything was shaking. I got down to the bottom of the stairs. I turned right, and I could see my dad's office straight away. I wish he could see me coming. I wish the door was open so he could see me coming because I was fuming. I was a qualified loser before I started. Now I was a certified loser. Now that I paid to get no. I was like, oh. So I go up to his door. I've got my right hand on his office door. And all of a sudden, for some reason, I hear music coming to the left of me where you guys are. There's a glazed door. I know I don't come up for air very often because energy is everything, right? So there's a glazed door in front of me right here. And on the other side, I see my mum. Yeah. And she's dancing around like that scene on Ms. Doubtfire. Remember the one where they're like dancing with the Hoover, cleaning up, like,
Yeah.
my mom's dancing around like that.
They've been a normal.
And I start hearing the music, and I don't know about you guys, but whenever I see
Tiburones are like, they're like this much lower
Yeah.
on average than most of those smaller cars.
Nice. That's just really cool. Oh, that was a cool little bit of background. That was like a little cool thing, right? So, as soon as I see my mom, hear my mom, like I'm just flooded with joy. No matter how angry I am, if I see my mom happy, I'm just flooded with joy. It's human nature, right? So I take my right hand off the office door, I put it onto the kitchen door, I open the door, and the song that was playing through the radio had the biggest impact on my life that's ever been. I'm going to sing you the song. Now, I am from the same part of the world as John Lennon, Paul McCartney, and the rest of the Beatles, but I do not sound like them, so please don't judge, right? I'm going to go for this. I'm getting out of my comfort zone doing this. The song goes like this. No, 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 there's no limit. No, 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 there's no limit, no limit, no reach for the sky, no valley too deep, no mountain too high, no, no limit. And I'm sat there, or stood there in the kitchen, that I was flooded with rage moments ago, thinking, I've just had the exact same thing happen upstairs moments ago. No, 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 no. And if my business has, if I keep getting no after no after no, my business has no limit, and my freedom has no limit. And if my freedom has no limit, then my income has no limit. And if my income has no limit, then my legacy has no limit. So I went upstairs and I wrote this one sentence on a piece of paper. Network marketing is simply turning strangers into friends, friends into family. That's all it is. Network marketing is turning strangers into friends, friends into family. Chances are there's people on this call who were complete strangers to you not so long ago. And now they're like family. They're like a brother to you. They're like a sister to you. But like a few months ago, a few years ago, you had no idea who they were. That's network marketing. You turn a stranger into a friend, they take a look at the opportunity and then, or the business or the product, and they become a friend, a family member. So here's where the social media training comes into it. I just wanted to share the basics of my story there. But what happened is I created a very simple system and process that I followed day in, day out. I'm going to give you 3 of the tips. There's loads of tips, but I'm going to give you 3 of them right now. The first one is I want you to do what I call find, add, message. Now, find, add, message is an acronym for FAM, find, add, message, FAM. And FAM is the first 3 letters of the word family, right? So you find someone, you add them, you message them. You find them, you add them, you message them. You find them, you add them, you message them. How do you find someone? Go on to Facebook, go on to Twitter, go on to Instagram, go on to TikTok, go on to MySpace, go on to Pinterest, go on to whatever. You find someone in groups, on the newsfeed, using hashtags, in pages, and you find people. There's people all over social media. Don't overcomplicate it. In fact, the more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. The less you do, the more you think. The more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. The less you do, the more you think. The more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. It's a vicious cycle. Overthinkers don't get stuff done because they keep thinking about it and they doubt it and they don't do it. So you find someone. Second of all, you need to add someone. Now, I'm going to show you something that I have been practicing and teaching around the world for many, many years. It's scientifically proven that it works for you to stop overthinking the process of adding people on social media, because it is a little bit weird. Adding random people on social media is a little bit weird, but also the company paying you thousands of dollars for making money whilst at home is also kind of weird. Choose your weird. Message strangers or get paid thousands of dollars. No income claims here, blah, blah, blah. Results vary, and all that sort of stuff. So here we go. Here's the scientifically proven thing to help you get over the fear of adding people. I want you to take your left hand and put it as straight as you can, right? Left hand as straight as you can. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to tilt your left hand so it's like 45 degrees, 45-degree angle. Okay, now I want you to twist your hand so it's facing your face, right, with your left hand. Now, with your index finger of your right hand, I want you to point it in the air like this, and then I want you to press. That's all you got to do. Press the flipping add button. Come on. That's it. That's all you got to do. Add, follow, connect. That's it. That's it. You can do it with your nose if you want to. You can do it when you're in bed like this. You can do it when you're on the toilet. You can do it when your husband's just saying, hey, and you're like, yeah, whatever, love. You can do whatever you want. Press that flipping button. Now, it's not find, add, wait for them to accept my friend request. It's not find, add, wave. It's not find, add, poke. It's not find, add, no. It's find, add, message. You find someone, you add them, and then you message them. You message them. Imagine if I was in a pub in the UK, us Brits, we love a good pub. We're in the UK and someone's just sat there drinking alone, you know. Oh yeah. Oh. And you go up to him and you just all of a sudden just stand right next to him and just stare him dead in the face. And he looks at you thinking, what a weirdo. And he says, are you all right, mate? And you, yeah, funny you actually said that. Now that you've instigated the conversation, before I kind of become your friend, I would love to introduce you to an amazing opportunity that was founded in 1972 by Dr. Stevenson. Open the little laptop. So the product involves the acai berry and gratings of the unicorn horn mixed into a powder that you put on your face and you get baby skin. It's amazing. No. You find them, you add them, you message them. What's your intention? Your intention is to connect. Your intention is for the connection. All you want to do is say, hey, Bob, I saw your post in the dog lovers group. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How are you? Hey, Mary, I saw that you're from Oklahoma. I mean, that's the first place that came into my mind. I don't know why I went with Oklahoma. Yes, we've got some Oklahomians. Misty from Oklahoma. Yes. Brilliant. Oh, yeah, I am so happy. Yes, you're happy about it too. This is brilliant. So, hey, I'm going to go with this. Hey, Misty, I saw that you're from Oklahoma. Me too. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How are you? Right? Find a reason to connect. Don't go, hey, Misty, notice you're from Oklahoma because I've been stalking you for the last 3 days. Blah, blah, blah. No. Now, some people are going to want to be your friend. Some people aren't. Some people think you're weird. Some people won't. Choose your weird. Adding and messaging people is kind of weird, but it's how you turn strangers into friends, right? You got to choose your weird. Get over it. Get good at it. Okay, so once you find that message, what this is going to be able to give you the ability to do is have a list that's growing daily. Because if the list of people you're speaking to grows every day, your business has no limit. If your list is dying, then your business has a limit. Because as soon as the list is dead, it's game over. Gone. So the second thing is for you to ask the question, right? The second thing is for you to ask the question. Now, asking the question is you simply getting out of your comfort zone and flipping asking people if they'd be open to checking out what you've got, right? So let's say I'd message Misty in Oklahoma. Yeah, go Misty in Oklahoma. Yeah, woo, right? Hey, right? And then maybe we have a little bit of back and forth. Maybe you want to go direct and ask her straight away if she's open. Or maybe you're someone who likes to talk about different things and have the small talk. Hey, I love building relationships. I just do. It's just the thing that I love to do. At some point, you're going to ask the question, hey, Mary, hey, Misty, hey, Bob, hey, Barbara, hey, Samantha, just curious, would you be open to checking out some information on a game-changing product I've recently been using? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. Hey, Samantha, just curious, would you be open to checking out some more information on a game-changing way to make some extra money during these crazy times? No worries if not, I just thought I would ask. Very simple. I see this is being recorded, so, I mean, you guys can transcribe those a little bit later, right? I know I move super fast, and it's like, oh, but yeah, I only got 3 words. I got, hey, Barbara. Right? Okay, I get it. But I've got a lot to fit in a short space of time. So you find add message, and your list is growing. You ask the question. Some people will say, yeah, sure, send me some information. Some people will ignore you. We call them ghosting. Now, if anyone ghosts you, when that means if they see your message and they don't reply, send them a GIF or a GIF, depending on what you guys call it. I'm going to go with GIF. I think it's a GIF. A GIF is a generated image. No, it's not. I think it's just a GIF. I don't actually think it stands for anything. But what I want you to do is, this is my absolute favorite. And I have fun with this because here's the thing. A lot of people use GIFs with their friends and family. But that's the whole point. Why aren't you using it with your prospects? It's a great way for you to break the ice and just understand and appreciate that your friends and family. So here we go. I'm going to go on to the gifts. Nope, can't answer that one right now. And I'm going to go on to cry or sad. My favorite one of all time is this Will Ferrell one. Oh, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. The Will Ferrell with the wine glass, drinking it, and it's spilling all over his face. So if someone sees my message about the Just Curious and doesn't reply, I'm going to send that GIF. I'm going to send it. They're like, what random? And I'll say, hey, Mary, I noticed you saw my last message but didn't reply. If you could let me know either way, I'd appreciate it. Big love. That's it. That's it. Now, yes, that's a bit direct, but like, don't you think you can be? If someone sees your message and doesn't reply, a lot of people will laugh and actually reply saying, oh my God, so sorry, I forgot to reply to you. Because you've lightened the mood. It's like, hey, you saw my message and you didn't reply. Let me know now. Otherwise, I'm going to block you and delete you and report you. No, it's send the gift. Have some fun with it. Have some fun with it. The third step is you need to become what I call a network marketing gladiator. Now, I'm going to tell you a bit of a weird story here. My dad has something called the Peter Pan principle. Now, the Peter Pan principle is never at your age and never grow up, right? That's how my dad's lived his entire life. He's 61 years old, nearly 61 and a half years old. He has multiple sclerosis, which means he has his own things he has to deal with. But every time you see him or speak to him, he is a big kid. He is a big 12-year-old. He always says, hey, Frazer, you should always act your UK shoe size. Mine's 11 and a half. He's 11. So we always act super young. Anyway, it's 2001. I'm 13 years old. I'm in my bedroom, which ended up becoming my office. And he comes bursting in. He goes, hey, Frazer, do you want to go watch the new Russell Crowe movie, Gladiator? Has anyone ever seen Gladiator? Give me a wave or let me know in the chat if you've ever seen Gladiator. Maximus Aurelius, father of it. If you haven't, you have a great movie to tune into. Right? You've got it all ahead of you. You've got your whole life ahead of you if you've not seen that movie yet. Right? So, he comes in, I said, yeah, Dad, problem is it's a 15 rated and I'm only 13. He's like, we'll get over that. What's your birthday? 28th of March, 1988. No, what's your birthday if you were 15? I'm like, 28th of March, 1986. 28th of March, 1986. 28th of March, 1986. He said, you're going to be all right. They ask you the question, how old you are, and what's your birthday? He said, 28th of March, 1986. I was like, got it. I'm in. This is going to be so easy. Woohoo, yeah. We get to the cinema. So, excuse me, how old are you? 15. And what's your birthday? 28th of March, 1986. Okay, great. Oh, yes. Oh, this has broken the law, right? So I'm in the cinema. I'm sat down. It's the opening week. It's packed. It's packed, right? And there's people in every seat. The movie starts. Everyone's like super buzzed for it. An hour and a bit into the movie, there's this absolute giant of a man is on the screen. And my dad, I kid you not, at the top of his voice, like shouts, oh my days, he's a network marketer. He's out of his seat. He's like, oh my days, this guy's a network marketer. He's freaking out. I'm like, whoa, Dad, whoa. Like, shh, calm down. Like, get back in your seat. The guys in the front of him are like, shh. The guys behind are like, shut up. The guy with the little torch is like, who is that? Who was it? What? My dad's like freaking out in his chair. He's shaking. Like, I said, Dad, tell me on the way home. So we're in the car on the way home. And Dad says, Frazer, do you want to know why he was a network marketer? I said, oh, Dad, come on. Why is he a network marketer? He said, did you see what he was holding? I said, no, like a sword. He said, yeah, he had a sword and a shield. And I was like, and? He said, the sword represents the invite. If you don't invite, you won't win the fight. I was like, ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, if you don't invite people, you ain't going to win your freedom, right? Because you got to become a champion to win your freedom. Julius Caesar doesn't just go, and you win your freedom. Congratulations. No, you have to deserve your freedom. So but what happens? He said, what happens when you fight with someone? When you fight with someone, they fight back. So you need the shield. If the sword represents the invite, the shield represents how you handle objections. I was like, ooh, this is pretty good. So the two biggest objections you're going to get is not enough time and not enough money. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. Can anyone relate to that? Let me know in the comments. Oh, I don't have the time. I don't have the money. It's totally normal. The biggest objection in network marketing is I don't have the time. The second biggest is I don't have the money. If you lead with a product, the third one is it sounds like one of them. Absolute best way to you to answer is, how does that make you feel? Frazer, I don't have the time. How does that make you feel? Frazer, I don't have the money. How does that make you feel? Because here's the thing, guys. Leaders are seeders. But the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. So you have to ask the question, hey, how does that make you feel? Here's what I know. No one's ever going to go, oh, I love having no time. It's amazing. Like, no time, best thing ever. No money. Those eviction notices that come through, I love them. I've actually framed them on my wall. They're amazing. I love having no money and time. No one ever says that. But this is the reason why you need to get excited when someone gives you the excuse or the objection. How does that make you feel? Whether they want to continue the conversation or not, that's fine. But when you go to follow up, you can now say, hey, Mary, just curious. Sorry, hey, Mary, just checking in. It's been a while since we last spoke, but I'm just curious. Is time still an issue in your life? Hey, Bob, just following up. It's been a few weeks or a few months since we last spoke. Just curious. Is money still an issue in your life? Yes, it is. Take a look at what we've got then. No, it isn't. Great. Take a look at what we've got going on then. If you know the objection, you leverage it. You leverage it. Get excited when someone gives you an excuse because it's a win-win situation. I haven't got any friends. How does that make you feel? I deal with it. Is having friends still an issue in your life? No, it's not. Okay, great. Is having friends still an issue in your life? Yes. Okay, great. Right? Win-win all day long. Here's the thing, guys. When you are in the Colosseum, about to fight for your freedom by becoming a champion, there are 20,000 people screaming your name, shouting for blood, coming on like Maximus, Maximus, Maximus. You're going to notice about 50 people in the crowd. And the 50 people in the crowd are your friends, families, and loved ones. The ones who are biting their fingernails. Don't do it. Don't do it. They're bigger than you. They're faster than you. They're stronger than you. Play dead. Run away. Come into the crowd and just watch the game. Your friends and family, most of the time, don't want what's best for you. They don't. They want what's safe and secure for you. They don't want what's best for you. They want what's safe and secure for you. Get a job, settle down, have a couple of kids. Oh, don't move country. Don't move continents. You're kidding me. Why would you want to do that? Right? So, here's the thing. When you're in the Colosseum, your friends and family most likely won't support you until they see strangers celebrate you. And that's the goal. Network marketing is a stranger's business. And if you're doubting the power of strangers at any time, I want you to think about your dad. If you can still call your dad or contact your dad, do it after we're finished here. And thank him for having the courage to one day speaking to your mum. Because if your dad had not had the courage to speak to your mum, you wouldn't be here. Everything that's powerful in our lives have come from when two strangers meet. It's your job to be the instigator on social media. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple. Find someone, add them, message them. Then maybe build a relationship or get direct to the point and ask them the question. And keep fighting and handling objections. That's all you need to do. Now, if you want more information on how you can get better on social media, I still can't believe I've got my name on 3 books. It still baffles me. If you knew me 11 years ago, you would have gone, yeah, mate, you'd struggle to read a book, let alone write one, right? But I have 3 books. This one's called I Dare You. This one's called I Double Dare You, because I couldn't think of another name. And this one is a tracker. If you go to FrazerBrookes.com/double, FrazerBrookes.com/double, you'll be able to get 1, 2, or all of them, I think. I need to double check, but yeah, if you go to FrazerBrookes.com, I can send the link to Cassie anyway. But guys, I just want to say thank you for sticking up with me here. I think I probably crammed an hour's worth of content in 30 minutes there. And I've got 4 of these calls to do tonight before I go to bed, back to back to back to back. I just appreciate you. And here's the thing I'm gonna leave you on. Network marketing works 100% of the time for 100% of people who give it the time. But a lot of the time, you need to leverage someone else's belief in you, because a lot of you don't have the belief in yourself. It's just the way it is. It's human nature. And I want to let you know that even if you and I have never met or never spoken before, I want you to know that I believe in you. Why? Because you partnered with great people, with a great product, in a great company, and you're a network marketer. That's all I need to know in order to believe that you are a great person with great interests at heart. So I believe in you. If you need to take that and go away and leverage it and go do some action today and tonight, then go for it. And if not, if you just love here being in the community, then you're in the best community there ever is. So thank you so much for inviting me on here. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed having time with you guys. I know I speak at a million miles an hour, but I hope to see you guys sometime in person soon, and if not, online. All right. Appreciate it. Big love. And have a great rest of your day. I'm in the future. It's a great day. Leverage it. All right. See ya.